Hi, I'm Bret Contreras, and this video is going to go over different types of hip flexor stretches. So the first stretch I want to go over is just the walking knee hug. And this one, you will walk while picking up your knee, and I'm not going to bend, I'm not going to shift, I'm going to be in a perfectly straight line, and I'm going to pull my knee in, but I'm going to try and squeeze this glute at the bottom. At the same time, so pull this up, so I'm trying to get maximum thigh separation, okay? Go right into the next leg, pull up, squeeze this glute, and you just walk that way. You get in a rhythm. Beginners are really uncoordinated with this. Really, as you progress, you want this to look very athletic, just like this, like that, and squeezing that bottom glute helps with the hip flexor stretch, but you're aiming for maximum thigh separation on that one. Okay, the next one I want to go over is just the rocking psoas stretch. And this one, this is an Eric's balance pad. It helps cushion the knee. With this one, I am just going to get into position and rock back and forth. Okay, some people will tell you that when you do a psoas stretch, that you want to lean laterally or you want to rotate. I don't like that too much. Some people will also say if you don't flex this glute, that you're not really stretching the psoas, you're stretching the capsule or something like that. And I don't agree with that either. You can squeeze this rear glute or you don't have to. If I don't squeeze the rear glute, I can go further. See how far I can go? And some people will say, oh, you're going into anterior pelvic tilt and lumbar extension. Doesn't matter. If you feel it here, you're stretching the hip flexor. That's all you need to worry about. You don't need to be so upright. You can lean. Just make sure you're feeling it in here. If you want to squeeze this glute, it gives a different feeling. Now I squeeze the glute, and you see I can't go as far. This is as far as I can go when I stretch. And if you want to lean to the side or twist and you feel that more in here, fine, but I personally don't. So I don't worry about that. But I like doing, like 5 on each side, switch legs, okay? And this one I don't like squeezing the glute. For other ones, I'll show you later, I do like squeezing the glute. And now let me show you some rectus femoris stretches. I believe that the rectus femoris is more often the culprit than the psoas. And a lot of people have really tight rec fem. The problem is, for the rectus femoris, it's hard for big guys like me to get a good stretch. We're tight and, it's kind of complicated. So, one way is to hook your back foot up on something like this, okay? And then you want to bring your heel towards your butt. So, I will just lean up like this. Just kind of hold this position. Now from here, I will squeeze my glute, and this is going to posterior tilt. When you posterior tilt the pelvis, you're going to stretch, you're tilting the pelvis, and that stretches the rectus femoris from the pelvis up. But the closer you can get your heel to your butt, the better. Now, I don't personally like this stretch. I like doing it from my side. And so I will do, when I stretch my rectus femoris, I would prefer to go like this and just kind of grab on here from my side, bring my heel to my butt. Squeeze this glute, squeeze it. Now, you can also kind of go like this. And grab this. It's kind of hard for me to do so, but you can kind of drive this in. And you can kind of do an active stretch that way. Some people prefer to use a band, and they will kind of hook this over their foot like this, and then just kind of pull it up, hook it, and then that works really well as you can use the band from a sideline position as well. Now another tip that I want to give, two more things about hip flexor stretching. Number one, I really like doing them in a pool. If you have access to water, to a pool, they're really easy to do in a pool because you know, big guys like me, it's hard for me to grab this leg, you know. So if you're a bigger guy and you have a swimming pool, do them in the pool. And then the other thing is, one that I really like doing if you have a partner to help, I will just lay down and kind of do one leg at a time and have a partner pushing on this leg here and just have the partner push down to here and then squeeze that glute. You squeeze that glute and posture, tilt the pelvis, and you're going to increase the effectiveness of the stretch. So I'll just squeeze the glute and have the partner pushing down, you know, getting a lot of force into that stretch, and you know, just maybe have them do it for like 30 seconds, increasing the pressure, letting off, increase, squeeze the glute, push down hard. But the rectus femoris, in my opinion, is neglected, and you really need to focus on stretching the rec fem out. And then the psoas is tight in a lot of people. A lot of times it's tight for a reason, and you need to figure out why it's tight and go after that reason, which is a whole different story. But anyway, that's a video on hip flexor stretches.